Om Shanti. Good morning. So we listen to Baba's Murli for December 16th, 24. The essence is, sweet children, this study for becoming pure is easier than all other studies. Young ones, adults, and the elderly can all study. You simply have to know your 84 births. Of course, the study is easier than the higher math or science and so many other studies that are out there. So Baba says everyone can study this. Even someone who's not gone to college can still understand the study and study it. So Baba says you simply have to know your 84 births. Question: what should each of you, young and old, practice? What should each of you, young and old, practice? Answer: each of you should practice relating this knowledge because you are the children of Murlidhar. If you do not relate this knowledge, you are unable to claim a high status. Keep giving this knowledge to someone or other, and your mouth will open. That is, you will gain confidence to relate this knowledge because we are children of Murlidhar. Murlidhar means the one who speaks the Murli, who gives the Murli. So if we are children of Murlidhar, Baba, then we should also be able to share some points of knowledge. So Baba says, keep giving this knowledge and you will get the confidence. Each one of you must become a teacher like the Father. You have to teach others what you study. Little children also have a right to this education. They too have a right to claim the inheritance from the unlimited Father. Om Shanti. The anniversary of Shiv Baba's birth will soon be here, which is Shiv Jayanti. Will soon come. How are you going to tell others about it? You have to explain to others in the way that the Father explains to you. If you remember, yesterday's Murli, no, Avyak Murli, Sunday's Avyak Murli, Baba explained about Shiv Jayanti. No? So it was about fasting, right? It was about the promise. It was about purity. It was about pure diet, right? What does it mean? What do we need to surrender? So Baba explained all that. So it is not that Baba has to teach everyone else just as he teaches you. Shiv Baba teaches you. You know that he is teaching you through this body. You definitely celebrate the birth of Shiv. You also mention Shiv's name. He is the incorporeal one. He is called Shiv. The word Shiv means benefactor, and the word Shiv also means point, incorporeal. So those people say Shiv is beyond the cycle of birth and death. So how can you celebrate his birthday? You understand how you have been celebrating it in different ways and how you will continue to celebrate it. We understand how we continue to celebrate it. So Baba said yesterday, no? For Shiv Jayanti, people of the world fast, but what do? We celebrate. We cut cake and celebrate. Because the fasting that we promise is fasting from impure diet, right? So once we get on this fast of pure diet, or when we fast for purity, right? It's a promise that we make once and we continue to practice it. But people of the world do it only for one day. So that's why they have to keep revising it every year. So Baba says, you understand how you have been celebrating it in different ways and how you will continue to celebrate it. Therefore, you have to explain this to them. The Father comes and takes the support of this body. He definitely does need a mouth with which to speak. And that is why the mouth of the cow is praised. This is a somewhat complicated secret, that Gaumukh, right? The mouth of the cow. In devotion, people say that Ganges flows from cow's mouth. So Baba says this is a secret. It is the Ganges of knowledge that flows through the mouth of Brahma, which becomes the cow's mouth. So you have to understand Shiv Baba's occupation. You understand that our unlimited Father has come. Only from him do we receive our unlimited inheritance. The people of Bharat definitely had the unlimited inheritance in Golden Age. No one else had this. Bharat is called the land of truth, and the Father is called the truth. You should explain these things. Nevertheless, some don't understand this as quickly as others do. Here, both yoga and education can slip away very easily. Of these, yoga is the more slippery. Yoga is very slippery, Baba is saying. It just slips. When I sit to remember Baba, the remembrance just slips. So this knowledge stays in the intellect, but remembrance is repeatedly forgotten. The knowledge of how you take 84 births remains in your intellects. Those who have this knowledge are the ones whose intellects can understand that only those who come in the first number will take 84 births. So those whose intellects have this knowledge are the ones who understand that who will take 84 births? Those who came in the beginning. They are the ones who go through the entire drama. So they take 84 births. Lakshmi and Narayan are said to be the first and most elevated deities. The story of changing from an ordinary human into Narayan is also very well known. In many places on the day of the full moon, they read the story of becoming true Narayan, Satya Narayan. They read that story. But actually, that story doesn't talk about how to become true Narayan. The story only gives us stories of certain people who fast and who offer prayers to Satyanarayan, to the true Narayan, and that's it. If in any way they have disrespected him, they receive the fruit of that. So when you read that story of true Narayan, which is there, which people read, the story doesn't give any explanation of how to become true Narayan or what should we practice. The story actually just scares, is very scary. That someone who didn't give respect to the bhog, the prasad that was offered to the deity, he had to incur a lot of losses. So the story only says that, oh, how you should be respectful to Satyanarayan, but doesn't talk about anything else. So you understand that you are now truly studying with Baba how to change from a human being into Narayan. So this story that Baba tells us is actually the story of how to become a true Narayan. This is the study to become pure. It is also the easiest of all studies. You just have to understand the cycle of 84 births. This study is the same for everyone, young and old. Little children have a right to this education too. So here to listen to Murli, we have someone who's like 70, 80 years old, and then someone who's 10 years old also, right? Sitting in the same class. So Baba says everyone has a right to study this because this is godly education. So there's a lot of time for their parents to continue to teach them a little at a time. Children have to be taught to have remembrance of Shiv Baba. The father of souls is different from a father of bodies. Souls are incorporeal children, and the father too is incorporeal. The intellects of you children know that incorporeal Shiv Baba is your father and that he is very tiny. You have to remember this well. You must not forget it. We souls are also as tiny as points. It is not that when you go up, you will seem larger, and that when you are down, you will appear smaller. No, the soul is point of light, remains a point of light. It's not that now that because the soul is in the body, it's a tiny point of light. But when we are in Paramdham, we become like big lights. No. So it is always a point. When you go up above, it would be as though you can't be seen because you are a point. How can you see a point? You children have to think about these things very deeply. I, this soul, came here from up above to play my part through a body. Souls don't decrease or increase in size. Their physical organs are small at first and then they grow larger. You now have to explain these things to others in the way that you have understood them. It is certain that you will teach this knowledge in the way that you studied it, number wise. You all definitely have to become teachers and teach this knowledge to everyone. But before that, I have to teach this knowledge to myself. I have to make myself understand it. I have to go into the depth of this knowledge. The Father has all of this knowledge. He is the very tiny Supreme Soul. He always resides in the Supreme Abode. He only comes here once at this confluence age. Baba only comes once at this confluence age. When people become very unhappy, they call out to the Father, "Come and make us happy." You children now understand that you kept calling out, "Baba, come and take us away from this impure world to a pure, new, happy world in the golden age. Show us the path to go there." It is only when He Himself comes, it is only when He Himself comes that He can show you the path. He only comes when the world has to be transformed. We started calling out to God since Copper Age. Did He come then? No. He came at the end of, towards the end of Iron Age. So He only comes when the world has to be transformed. If He came in Copper Age and if He transformed, um, if He gave this knowledge then would Iron Age ever come? No, because the world would have been transformed. So after Copper Age, it would have been a Golden Age. But Baba says no. Iron Age has to come. Everyone has to touch the rock bottom. Only then. It's always like that. When we hit the rock bottom is when we really want to fly high. When we go down, that's when we realize the importance of what it is like to come up. So, this is a very simple matter to understand. Note down what Baba explains each day so that you can also explain it in the same way. By practicing in this way, your mouths will open. You will have the confidence to relate this knowledge. You are the children of the Murlidhar, and so you definitely have to become Murlidhars. That means even we should be able to relate knowledge. By benefiting others in this way, you will claim a high status in the new world. Other studies are for here, this world. This study is for the future new world where there will be constant happiness. The five vices that cause everyone distress do not exist there. Here you are in Ravan's kingdom, which is a foreign kingdom. You are the ones who were in your kingdom at the beginning. You would call it the new world. Then Bharat is called an old world. So in Golden Age is the new world. And then slowly degradation happens and Bharat becomes old world. It is said that Bharat exists in the new world. You wouldn't say that the people of Islam or Buddhist are in the new world. No, because there are no other religions in Golden Age. Because the religious founders only come down in Copper Age. So Baba says, it is now in your intellects that the Father comes and awakens you children. Such is his part in the drama. He comes to change Bharat into heaven. Bharat, the first land, is called heaven. The first land is called heaven. The lifespan of Bharat is limited. To say that it is hundreds of thousands of years makes it unlimited. So, this unlimited means when people say that, oh, it's hundreds and thousands of years old, that means that it's really unlimited. Nobody can count or anything. But when Baba talks about unlimitedness, he's talking about abundance. Unlimitedness in terms of abundance. So things of hundreds of thousands of years couldn't be remembered by anyone's intellect. Bharat used to be new. You would say that it is now old. Bharat is to become a new world again. You understand that you are now becoming the masters of that new world. The Father advises you souls to remember Him so that you become new and pure, and that you will also receive new bodies. You souls and your bodies become totally Sato Pradhan. You receive the kingdom for only happiness. We receive the kingdom of Golden Age for only happiness. God doesn't give us any sorrow. God doesn't give us the kingdom of sorrow. He only brings the kingdom of happiness. This drama is eternally predestined. There's happiness and peace in that new world. There are no storms, etc. there. In the unlimited world of peace, everyone is peaceful. So, in the unlimited world of peace, which is Golden Age, everyone is pure. Everyone is peaceful. Here, because there is peacelessness, everyone is peaceless. Everyone in the Golden Age is peaceful. This is a wonderful thing. This play is eternally predestined. This is an unlimited aspect. Engineering and lawyer, etc., that others study are limited studies, limited knowledge. But this knowledge is unlimited, right? Baba says. Your intellects now have this unlimited knowledge. The Father only comes once and explains the secrets of this unlimited drama. Why is Baba calling this knowledge unlimited knowledge? Because this knowledge brings lot of abundance. That's why unlimited knowledge. Secondly, it's not just related, it's not just for only this birth. This knowledge, the sanskars of this knowledge continue for next birth. Whereas the knowledge that we study in the school and colleges remains only for this birth. It doesn't go with us for next birth, right? And that knowledge cannot bring abundance. That knowledge is for earning livelihood, right? But this knowledge brings abundance in the soul. And this abundance continues with us. So you had never heard before how this unlimited drama continues to be performed. You now understand how the golden and silver ages passed and how it was the kingdom of deities during that time. In the Silver Age, it was the kingdom of Ram. All the other religions came later on. You know about all the religions such as Islam, Buddhism, Christians, etc. They all came in the last 2500 years. If you go back to any religion, it goes back to 2500 years. The history of any religion goes back to 2500 years. The Iron Age lasts for 1250 years. Everything is accounted for. It is not that the world lasts 2500 years. No. Acha, who else was there? You have to think about this. Before they came, that is the different religions, the deities were definitely here. So the different religious founders came in Copper Age, but the deities were here since Golden Age. So they too were human beings, but they had divine virtues. The Sun and the Moon dynasties lasted for 2500 years. Everyone else came during the second half of the cycle. No one else can account for any more years. There are four parts: full, three quarters, half, and a quarter. So, full is Golden Age, three quarters is Silver Age, half is Copper Age, and then quarter is Iron Age. It is divided equally, and each of these parts are divided equally. The deities exist during the first half of the cycle. It is said that there was the Sun Dynasty kingdom in Golden Age and the Moon Dynasty kingdom of Ram in Silver Age. You can prove that those who come at the beginning of Golden Age have the longest lifespans. The cycle is 5,000 years, yet those people speak of 8.4 million species. Because people in the world, they say, right, that you go through 8.4 million species and then we land into a human form. Baba says no, because we all are human souls. We will only take human bodies. We cannot take any animal or insect bodies. We don't carry sanskars of being an animal or an insect. So Baba says it's not about 8.4 million species, it's about 84 births. So they also say that this cycle lasts for hundreds of thousands of years. No one could accept that. The world population couldn't be that large. Think about it. Baba saying the cycle is 5,000 years. And in 5,000 years, the population has reached this much. So if the cycle lasted for hundreds and thousands of years, what do you think the condition and the population of the world would be? Right? Really bad. So Baba says, therefore the father sits here and explains all of that is ignorance, whereas this is knowledge. Where did this knowledge come from? No one knows that either. Only the one Father is the ocean of knowledge. He is the one who gives this knowledge through this mouth. They speak of the mouth of the cow. This refers to all of you being adopted through this mother, this cow, which is Brahma. It is very easy to explain this small matter. If you only explain for a day and then stop, their intellects would become involved in other matters. Do school children only study for a day or do they study regularly? Do you study for only one day or do you study every day? You go to school every day, right? It's not that you go to school only once a year and give your exam. No. Why going to school is needed every day? Because otherwise we will forget. We'll be busy with playing and doing other things that we'll forget that, oh, I have to study. So, in the same way, Baba comes and teaches us every day. This Murli is our study, and that's why we need to study it every day. Otherwise, this knowledge will slip from our intellect and we will just get busy in doing other things. So, this knowledge cannot be learned in one day. The unlimited Father is teaching you. And so, the study he teaches must also be unlimited. He gives you an unlimited kingdom. That unlimited kingdom existed in Bharat. Lakshmi and Narayan ruled that unlimited kingdom. No one else even dreams of these things. So they don't even ask how they claimed their kingdom. Because they were yogi souls, they had a great deal of purity and their lifespans were therefore long. So, in the beginning of the cycle, Lakshmi Narayan, right, or souls of golden age, they live longer. Why? Because they have more purity. So, the lifespans are longer. So, we too were yogis, but then, whilst taking 84 births, we definitely had to become those who indulge in sensual pleasures. So, when we indulge in the vices, so slowly our lifespans also decrease because the purity now is decreasing. So the lifespan decreases. So people don't know that they too would have taken rebirth. They cannot be called a god and goddess. No one else who takes 84 births would go there before them. Those who rule at the beginning of the golden age are the ones who take 84 births. Then others come down number wise. You souls become deities and then warriors as your celestial degrees continue to decrease. So in Golden Age, we are 16 celestial degrees full. So we are deities. In Silver Age, we become 14, two less. So we become warriors. Then in Copper Age, 12. So then we become merchants because now there's 4 degrees less. And then in Iron Age, we start with 8 and become almost 0. 1, 0, 1. So Baba says, it has been remembered that those who are worthy of worship become worshippers. You change from being Sato Pradhan to Tamo Pradhan. Whilst taking rebirth, you come down. Although all of this is very easy to remember, Maya is such that she makes you forget everything. You could collect all of these points of knowledge and make a book of them. However, none of this is going to remain. It is temporary. The father did not recite any Gita. The father does not come here and recite any knowledge of Gita from any scripture. The father is now explaining everything in the same way as he did in the previous cycle. All of those Vedas and scriptures, etc., will be created later on. All of them, the whole lot, will be burnt when destruction takes place. All these religious scriptures, big books, all of this will all be burned, right, during destruction. So that's why in golden and silver age, there's no devotion. There are no scriptures. There's nothing. The soul realizes that we need something only when the soul goes on the path of sin. When Ravan catches hold of us, that's when we realize that no, we need something. And then we start creating things of devotion. So scriptures and stories and the deity idols and all of that. So there are no religious books in golden and silver ages. They will be created again on path of devotion. So many things are created on the path of devotion. They create effigies of Ravan, but because they don't understand why, they are unable to explain anything. The father explains why they create these effigies every year and burn them. Why? Because Ravan is our greatest enemy. Ravan is the one who brings us down. Ravan is definitely a great enemy, but no one knows in what way he is everyone's enemy. They think that he is perhaps their enemy because he abducted Sita. If he had abducted Ram's Sita, he would have been a great bandit. When did he abduct her? Would you say at the start of Silver Age or at the end of Silver Age? You have to think about these things. Could she have been abducted? Which Ram's Sita was abducted? Was there a kingdom of Ram and Sita? Has there only been one Ram and Sita? This is just like a story in the scriptures. Was there only one Ram and one Sita? No, right? In Silver Age, there are so many Rams and Sitas, no? So there are how many? There are 12 Ram and Sitas in Silver Age, right? Every birth. So, so Baba says that which Sita was abducted? Definitely not the first Sita. Was the last Sita abducted by Ravan? So what this means is that Sita, who belongs to Ram, was abducted by Ravan. That means when the soul crosses the line of the code of conduct and is attracted by the vices, by Ravan, is when Ravan just kidnaps. Ravan takes hold of everything. So, in the same way, at the end of Silver Age, when the souls became attracted by the vices, Ravan kidnapped everyone. So, the Sita means the soul, and Ram means the supreme soul. So, we all are Sitas, that is the souls who belong to one Ram, that is the supreme soul. So, Baba says, so this is just like a story in the scriptures. You have to think about which Sita it was. There are 12 Rams and Sitas. So which of the Sitas was abducted? It must have been the one at the end. You talk about the abduction of Ram's Sita. There cannot have been only one kingdom within the sovereignty of Ram. There must have been the dynasty. So not just one Ram. So there was dynasty. So every dynasty had one king. So in Silver Age, just as in Golden Age, there are 8, right? So there are 8 Lakshmi Narayan. So in Silver Age, there are 12 Ram and Sitas. So which number Sita was abducted? All of these matters have to be understood very well. You children can explain to anyone all of these secrets with great coolness. The father explains that people have become so unhappy while stumbling along so much on the path of devotion. When they are in extreme unhappiness, they cry out, Baba, take me away from this sorrow. Ravan is nothing physical. If he were something, why do you kill your king every year? Ravan is not physical. So Ravan must have a wife too. They show Madodari as his wife. Have you ever seen anyone make an effigy of Madodari and burn it? They only burn Ravan. They don't burn Ravan's wife's effigy. Therefore, the father sits here and explains all of those are false Maya and false bodies. You are now sitting here to change from false humans into real deities. Baba saying that they show Ravan as this male, all of that Baba saying is they're just showing false bodies. Ravan doesn't have a body. Ravan's wife, these are all stories. So Baba says there is such a difference. There you will always speak the truth. That is the land of truth. Whereas this is a land of falsehood in which everything people say is false. And God is also called truth, and He's giving us the truth. He's giving us our true identity. He's reminding us of who we are. He's giving us this true knowledge and taking us to the land of truth, which is Sat Yug. Sat means truth. So Sat Yug, golden age, land of truth. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning. From the mother, the father, spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children and the
हम
spiritual.
रूहानी बच्चों की रूहानी माता पिता बाप दादा को याद प्यार गुड मॉर्निंग और नमस्ते 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 शुक्रिया बाबा शुक्रिया शुक्रिया शुक्रिया
essence for dharana. Churn this unlimited study that the Father, the ocean of knowledge, teaches you every day. So churn this study that the Father, the ocean of knowledge, teaches you every day. You must teach others what you study. So today Baba said, we all have to become teachers. So we must teach others what you study. Understand very clearly how this unlimited drama is moving along and how it is an eternally predestined and wonderful drama. So we have to understand this, how this drama is predestined, how this drama is eternally predestined and wonderful, how this drama continues. Because Baba says that this drama is beneficial. So everything in this drama, every scene of this drama is beneficial. Everyone's part in this drama is accurate. So then explain the significance of this to others. So Baba says, first you understand it, and then you explain the significance to others. Today's blessing. May you imbibe the elevated dharana of purity. May you imbibe the elevated dharana of purity and the sanskars of one religion and become a powerful emperor. So may you imbibe the elevated dharana of purity and the sanskars of one religion, that is dharma. So sanskars of one religion, that is dharma, and become a powerful emperor. The religion, that is the dharma, that is the dharana of your self-sovereignty is purity. So purity is the original religion of the soul, we say. So our dharana is purity and our dharma, our religion is also purity. One religion means one dharana. Let there not be any impurity, that is any other religion, even in your thoughts or dreams. So let there not be any other religion. That means religion of the soul. In your thoughts or dreams, purity is my only religion. Anger, greed, all these cannot be my religion. So I was saying, don't think about any of the other things, even in your dreams, because where there's purity, there can be no name or trace of any impurity. That is, there can be nothing wasteful or sinful. Those who fill themselves with such sanskars of complete purity become powerful emperors. The future world is created on the basis of the elevated sanskars you imbibe at the present time. The sanskars you imbibe now are the foundation of the future world. So I have to check what sanskars am I imbibing now? What sanskars do I practice now? Because these sanskars are my foundation for the future world. Last week Baba spoke about, right, laying the foundation. If my foundation is based on body consciousness, greed, attachment, ego, my role, title, my appreciations and awards and rewards and all of that, these are all temporary. If this is my foundation, then what will be the building like on this foundation? It will fall, right? Have you played with, you've played with Legos, right? So in Legos, when you're trying to build something, don't you make the foundation the broadest one will be your foundation, right? The broadest Lego will be your foundation if you're trying to build something high, right? Why don't you use the small piece as your foundation? Because if you use the small piece, how will it balance everything else, right? If you're, whatever you make, the base is always something big, stable. So, in the same way, for my life, not just for golden age, but even now, for my life, for tomorrow, for next 1 year, what is the foundation that I'm laying today? Am I laying a stable foundation? Or am I laying the foundation based on body consciousness and vices, which is so temporary that it will shake? And then 1 year later, I will see myself same place, or maybe worse. So Baba says that our foundation is purity. Our dharna is purity. Our religion is purity. So I have to remember that this is my foundation. And everything else will stand on the foundation of purity. Slogan: those who have true love for the one God, those who have true love for the one God become victorious jewels. Become victorious jewels. Baba has been talking about love lately. And he's been saying that where there's love, there's no effort, there's no laboring. Where there's love, if we do anything with love, Baba will give us, Baba has to give the return of that love. So, whatever I do in this life, do it with love. Love never goes to waste. Whether it is for Baba, whether it is for others, you do it with love. It will never go to waste. Love will come back. Right? Simple, right? It's law of karma. It's the boomerang effect. Whatever you give will come. So, in the same way, if I give hatred, what will come back to me is hatred. If I give positive virtues, virtues will come back to me. If I keep using more and more of the vices will come back to me. It's as simple as that. So, what sanskars do I want to use? If I use sanskars of virtues, those sanskars will grow in me and those sanskars will come to me. That means I will be surrounded by such people. Everything will be good. But if I use more of the vices, if I'm feeding the vices in me, then those sanskars will grow. And what will come to me is the vices. So we have to pay attention. If I want to become victorious, what do I need to be like? What sanskars do I need to create? So sanskars of love. Cha? Om Shanti. So today's Murli, Baba is talking about the drama. Understanding that this drama is unlimited. Unlimited means this knowledge of drama is bringing abundance. This knowledge of, so when Baba uses the word unlimited, it means that unlimited in terms of abundance, fullness. It's not unlimited in terms of unlimited space, right? Not that way. So when Baba's talking about the drama, he's saying this drama is 5,000 years. That means there's a limit of 5,000 years, but it's eternal. So when it's eternal, it becomes unlimited, infinite. Um, Also, this drama is beneficial. This drama brings benefit to everyone. This drama starts with abundance, golden age, then slowly comes down to zero. And then God comes, teaches us, and takes us back, makes us worthy. So now, depending on how much effort I make, right, I come to golden age. So Baba today is emphasizing about this study. Baba is saying that just as in the school, in schools, when you go, you study every day. You go to school every day. So this is godly school. We have to attend the school every day. Otherwise, Maya is standing just right there. Otherwise, we'll forget this. And I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but when you miss Murli one day, which we shouldn't, but if you have ever missed Murli one day, you will know what you're losing, right? Like, I think the kids share so many times that when they missed Murli, and they just knew it in their behavior in the school, right? On how they handle situations, all of that. It makes a lot of difference. So when we keep attending Murli every day, when we give value to this knowledge, to this study, when I pay attention to imbibing this knowledge, it slowly grows in me. And Baba said that this knowledge is for everyone, all age groups, irrespective of how old you are. Everyone can understand this knowledge. Think about it, God's intellect. God simplifies this knowledge in such a way that everyone can understand it. The most simple intellect can understand, and the most, you know, advanced technologically or scientifically advanced intellect can also understand. That's the beauty of this godly knowledge. Okay. So let's remember Baba, and then you can share your points. Visualize I, the soul, Master Murlidhar, the one who imbibes this knowledge, the one who shares this godly knowledge. I, the soul, am seated as a self-sovereign in the center of the forehead. I am imperishable. My original religion is purity. My dharna is purity. God teaches me this knowledge and brings me into light, the light of truth. As I imbibe this knowledge, I become victorious. I remind myself of how fortunate I am that out of billions of souls in the world, I am chosen by God to give this knowledge to. And now it is my responsibility to share it with others. share it through words, through actions, through my behavior, through drishti. Let Baba reveal through my face. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So anybody wants to share their points? Yes, Shreya?
Shanti, my point for today is join the unlimited knowledge that Baba teaches you every day, and imbibe the elevated dharana of purity and sanskars of one religion, and become a powerful emperor.
Very good. So imbibe purity, right? So keep checking. Is this pure? Are my actions pure? What I'm thinking, is this pure? Right? So that's how we keep reminding ourselves of purity. All right. Who else wants to share? Mihir? Yeah, go ahead. I can't hear you, Mihir.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead.
In school, you have to go every day, right? You have to go every day to school, but like that. Why can't we just go for one day? But we'll forget what we learned from school. Like as if you don't go to Murli on one day, and then you skip like all the other days, you forget the Murli. You forget like the qualities.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then for like either Iron Age is like $12, 1,200,
And
1,200, and
1250. 1200 and
1,250 years of is Iron Age basically.
yeah. And where do you think we are in Iron Age?
In Iron Age, we are in the confluence. No, we're in Confluence Age.
Yes, which is where? In the beginning, middle, end of
And
Iron. End of Iron. Yeah.
and
So we
then
are in Confluence Age. The world is still in Iron Age.
yeah, but that's Confluence Age, like the middle, let's say, of Golden Age and Iron
Iron.
Age. But let's just call it as if we're in Golden Age because we're at the end of it.
We are at the end of it. Yes.
And whatever whatever you do, like if you learn if you like hit like if you like example if I hit someone, it'll come back. It's like 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 what do you call those things?
The boomerang.
Boomerang. It'll come back to you.
Yeah.
So like if you do like a good deed, the good deed will come back to you. If you do good karma, good good karma will back. Wait, will it come? Will it come more?
Well,
100x more?
it will if you do it in Baba's remembrance. So
Yeah.
that's the difference, right? So if you're just doing good actions, like people in the world, they say, right? Act of kindness,
Yeah.
doing this good action. So if they're only doing this good act, then it'll come back same. But if I'm doing it in Baba's remembrance, then I get 100
Way
times,
better. Way better.
right? So if I'm using virtues, the virtues will come back, right? If I get irritated, angry, if I'm using any kind of vices, then that will come back to me.
Okay.
So someone gave a joke yesterday. and maybe you can answer. There's a question in the joke. Okay, let's see who answers. So there was this person, and he was holding a glass of tea. Okay, tea, and the other person bumped into him, and the tea spilled. Why?
Oh, so he
I
bumped
think
into
it's
him. He bumped
I
into
think
him.
it's like your Purusharth. I think it's like your like own Purusharth, and that like no one could like
It fell on him.
spoil it.
It spilled on him.
Okay, think.
I think it would be something related to Purusharth.
Did he do something bad to somebody else to have the same thing happen to him?
No. And probably it like he also had a glass of tea, so they both fell, but like one fell on him, and then the other.
It's a very funny and light answer.
And it like depends on like if he bumped
Fell
into
on
the tea
him.
like purposefully or like not purposefully.
No, it doesn't matter if someone bumps. It
If
might
you
fall, it might not fall, but the tea
no
fell.
if they bump on you, it goes on them.
Well, it doesn't matter where it goes. The question is that someone bumped to him and the tea spilled,
Yeah.
right? So the answer is
If
because.
someone like shakes you, you have to still be like stable, like ungood.
So
The person was unstable?
Okay, so listen to the answer and you will laugh. The answer is because he was holding tea. If he was holding coffee, coffee would have spilled.
huh? Tea is
Said,
the same thing.
I said that he was holding a glass of tea, and when someone pushed, tea spilled. Why? Why did tea spill? Because he was holding tea. If he was holding coffee, coffee would have spilled. If he was holding juice, juice would have spilled.
I
Other
know. I
answers
like
too.
imagine something in my mind that like
So,
in like an office, someone would probably be like drinking a cup of tea and like someone bumping in like an employee or like some
yeah.
worker.
So what does this mean? What does this mean?
I'm
This
confused.
this means that whatever I'm holding on will spill. That means
Oh,
that if I'm holding on to anger and if someone bumps into me and says even little bit, I will spill anger. But
Yeah, it's like
if I'm holding on to peace and somebody bumps into me, I will spill peace.
oh, I'm telling this to my mom right now.
Yeah,
And she
understood?
like, yeah.
So
Yeah.
what am I holding is what I will spill.
Okay.
so it's like if you like for example some small thing like happen to you, like for example someone spilled tea on your like favorite shirt or something, and if you're like keep holding on to it for like so many days, so many like things, then it will like spill, like you will be like aggravated.
Yeah, because every time you see it, you'll feel that anger, right? So because what happened is you were holding on to the anger because maybe at that time you couldn't tell the person, hey, what did you do? Or maybe at that time, I just held back my anger, but I was still creating thoughts of anger. So that will keep coming out. You
And
understood?
also Maya could even take a chance.
Yeah, right? So whatever we hold will come out. So what do you want to hold and what do you want to come out?
So
You want to hold
peace
virtue.
and calmness and like
Virtue.
knowledge. So if we like hold on to knowledge, then it's going to spill. We're going to spread knowledge, and
Exactly.
then we will do sayo.
So our words will be of knowledge, right? So that's why Baba says churn this knowledge. That means keep holding on to this knowledge. And then when you will start speaking or doing, it will be based on knowledge. Okay,
You
that's
could
what
give Baba's introduction to everyone.
not necessarily just through words, but here it's also through actions, right? So if you are churning knowledge, knowledge will spill out of you through your words, through your actions, through your behavior, through your smile, through your courtesy. You'll say thank you. Your face will be cheerful, all of that. Okay, so that's why Baba says keep churning this knowledge, keep holding this knowledge in your intellect. So you spill, this knowledge will automatically come out of you in action.
And
Okay.
also, Didi, guess what? So today, last year, I was in India in Baba Milan.
I remember. I remembered that yesterday.
Then also you were sharing that like someone was like screaming or something and they were taken out of the room. That's
Yeah.
what happened during the Baba Milan last year.
Mm.
Uh,
Okay,
uh,
let's share
15
points of
December.
knowledge first. So, Arya, you want to go next? Yeah.
Shanti. My practice points for today and tomorrow will be doing everything out of love. Remembering that uh I should only be like revealing Baba through my actions or like through my thoughts, words, and actions. And Baba is Murli there.
Yes. So, what do you become if Baba is Murlidhar?
Master Murli there?
Yeah, you become Master Murlidhar. Good. Kalp, what will you practice?
So what will I practice is that we have to stay pure and we have to have love for the Father, and also some Baba Milan poets that I really like, that the Swarajya Adhikari and we are Befikra Badshahs.
So, we are,
And yeah, it was very nice.
yeah. So, yesterday Baba said we are carefree emperors now. And definition of carefree emperor is that when I'm full, right? When I'm content, that's when I'm
Yeah.
carefree. So, when I'm full of all attainments.
And also, I think I saw Shivani Didi in the Baba Milan.
He was there, which is the old Baba Milan. That's
And
where,
I saw Asha Didi too.
yes, yes. It was Delhi's turn. All right. So keep filling yourself with Baba's knowledge and keep spilling out only Baba's knowledge. Okay. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.